Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Most of you don't even know what you joined, but you were curious enough just by the title, sharing, and strangers. Two words that often aren't together. So this idea was kind of birthed from a conversation with my 12-year-old daughter. She sees me working furiously around the clock, constantly on my phone, answering the phone. And often she's looking for attention or wants to help me, actually. She actually wants to help me. She's like, Mom, what can I do to help you? So one day she goes to me and says, hey, Mom, what if money were not a thing? What if money didn't matter? Would you still work? And I said to her, well, that means that people wouldn't need money to buy or get or enjoy the things that are important to them, that they could just have unlimited resources. And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, well, how do you think that would impact the world? And she said, no one would be poor. So to my daughter, money can help people get out of poverty. And I just sat with that for a bit, thinking, here I am working around the clock. I probably have 3, sometimes 4 revenue streams, some of which are, doing better one year and others are more time consuming. But the real revenue stream that is the most valuable currency to me is my children. And the advice that she gave to me on that day was so thought-provoking, because of course, as a mother, I'm working very hard so that way you're not poor, and that your children are not poor, and that all the people you care about are not poor, and that you'll have education so you can be richer in experience and necessity. And I thought to myself, why is money the currency? Why is money holding back people from access to resources? And that's when I decided to just cut the barrier of money and just bring together people who may have things to share. Most of the time, it's not even money. It's advice. It's time. It's information where they can get help. Or it's just a listening ear. And they just don't know where to send their skills or where to be generous. And strangers, people that have needs, often are intimidated to share. They actually would be open to share if they knew who to ask for help. And so that's how this group was birthed, was if we could bypass the barrier of helping people that need help with the people who want to help. And so if you're one of the first 32 people that have accepted to be into this group, I appreciate you, because you joined an initiative you don't even know if it would go anywhere, but you just felt an inclination to find out and be part of it. So I commend you for being generous in something you're not even sure what is going to be asked of you, and you're never going to know. You may never know who it is that you help.